Happy Friday. Happy Valentine's Day, beloveds. Thank you for joining me today as we look into the trials and tribulations regarding Wendy Williams and her conservatorship and everything that has been going on with that. Good morning if you are on the West Coast. Good afternoon if you are on the East Coast. And hello to all in between, whether you are down under, Europe, wherever you are on the planet. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So, if you are new here, welcome and thank you to my subscribers and those who've been around since been around. Yeah, we're going to get into it. So, as always, put a purple heart or a purple crystal ball next to your question, if you have any, in the chat. And I'm going to answer these questions. I'm going to answer these questions in the order they are received until I am spiritually tired. All right. So let's get into it. I found my tarot deck. We're going to get into it now. So let me start shuffling. All right. So let's get into it. The first question I see is a question from Sleepy Bee. And Sleepy Bee asks, was that picture that surfaced really her calling someone for help? All right, let's see. Okay, I'm looking at these and I feel like this was a picture of her being used. Like I feel like this was an opportunistic picture of her. I don't feel like she was calling for help. I don't feel like she was calling for help. I feel like this was, you know, I feel like it was staged. I feel like it was strategic. I feel like it was staged. And I feel like the people behind that picture, whoever took that picture, they knew that that picture was either they knew that that picture had a chance to either bring them success or take them down. They took a risk putting this picture up of her, risking and gambling that it was going to be something that paid off for them. I don't think it was a picture of her calling for help. I think it was a strategy picture. I think it was a picture of her being used and used to tell a story. That's what spirit says about this. No, I don't think this was a picture of her calling for help. I think this was a picture. This was, let's use whatever we can to generate a story. That's what I think this was. Yeah. And that picture, that's nasty work. That is really nasty work. It's really nasty work. But yeah. Oof. Okay, the next picture is from Miss Fashionable. And she asks, how does Wendy feel about her son and ex-husband? Okay, we're going to start with the sun because that's asking about two people. So show me the energetics, how Wendy might feel about her son. Hmm. All right, my darlings, we all know when certain people show up. Okay, if you've been watching my readings long enough, you know that when this guy shows up, there are games afoot. Okay, listen. Okay, so regarding her son, she's not defending his actions anymore. She understands that there's emotional manipulation there. She understands there's manipulation there. Um, yeah, I don't think she has good vibes about the son. She doesn't hate her son at all. Again, I'm not a mother, so I don't understand. Um, and let me pull this down more so you all can see the cards. I don't understand, what it's like to have a child or children and, they do something that may disappoint you or hurt your feelings. I don't know what that's like. But listen here. She is not she's not taking up for him anymore, but she's still going to give him grace because it's her son. But yes, no, she didn't she's not. There is a level of betrayal there because this is supposed to be an adult that, cares about you. But there is definitely some manipulation there as it pertains to the son. She's not going to completely throw him under the bus. She's not going to dog walk him, but yeah, she's not feeling it at all. She's not feeling it at all, and she's considering how moving forward she's going to deal with him. So, all right, now as it pertains to her ex-husband, yeah, as it pertains to her ex-husband, let's see. Yeah, she's not really dealing with him either. There's still conflict there between her and her ex-husband. There's still some conflict. There is conflict. And a part of Wendy, a tiny, 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 tiny sliver of Wendy still, if if he's the father of her son, I don't know anything about people's relationships. If he's the father of her son, there's a little bit of love there because, like I said, parent, that helped created a child. But she doesn't really think the best of her ex-husband either. And there's still she has some conflicting thoughts about her ex-husband as well. She's not really vibing with him either. Okay. So that's that, yeah. Someone asked what tarot deck is this? This is Tarot Apocalypsis by I think Eric Dunn. You can easily get it on Amazon. I bought this deck over 10 years ago. Okay. So let's get to the next question. And the next question is from Donna, and Donna asked, "Was Wendy hexed?" Okay. Okay, she asks, "Was Wendy Williams hexed? Was she cursed? Did somebody throw that magic, that left hand and roots at her?" Let's see. And you all know more about the situation than I do. The only thing I really know is that Wendy Williams was said to have mental health issues as well as physical issues, and that she was that there was a conservatorship for her. And of course, we've seen those terrible episodes, um, that Wendy Williams documentary or show or whatever that was. That's all I really know about Wendy Williams and this entire situation. So you all know more than I do. I haven't seen any interview, I haven't heard anything, I haven't viewed anything about her in over a year. So, okay. Was she hexed? No, I don't think she was hexed. I don't think she was hexed. I think that she got to a position where she really couldn't deal with things anymore. Um, Sometimes life will, you may get ill, you may get sick, you may have a disability or something along those lines in which you can't take care of yourself or, fend for yourself. And I think that's what this is. But no, I don't see her as being hexed or cursed. No, I don't see that at all. I think that unfortunately, some of what she's dealing with is not because she deserves it, but it's just because, she just, you've seen those situations where there is someone who becomes sick or they become elderly, they can't take care of themselves. Other people, whether they are friends or family, step in, and then debauchery happens, right? I really think that's what happened with Wendy Williams. Um, I was looking at her natal chart, and I'm gonna drop the natal chart video of her later. So you all can, take a look at it and see. But there were some, from what I was seeing, there were some signs of the potential for mental illness in her natal chart. So be out on the lookout for that. That's gonna come to you all later on today. But no, I don't see her as being hexed. No, I don't see that. Okay, so the next question is from Sexy RN, and she asks, "Is Wendy Williams really unable to leave the hotel she is in?" Okay, so I'm seeing this as being representative of Wendy. Remember, every time we do these readings, we start to see the cards that repeat themselves, the energies that repeat themselves. I think this is Wendy. I think this Queen of Pentacles is Wendy. Um, I do think she's trapped. I do think she is enclosed, and I think that, yeah, yeah, I do think that she's enclosed. I do think that. I'm not gonna say she's kidnapped. I'm not, but there are some definite either she is or she was. Um, because this one is reversed. So I do think she was kept. I do think she was kept and locked in place. Um, but I think that period, as at least as of right now, I think that that is over for her. At least right now. Um, yeah, this is heavy. Yeah, so I'm gonna say yes. She was quote unquote kept confined. She was confined. I think that period is starting to end for her. But yeah, I think she was confined. I think she was. Okay, the next question is from Sweet Aces Silhouette, and Sweet Aces Silhouette asks, "Are Wendy's issues related to her eating crow on air?" And I've never really watched the Wendy Williams show. I was never I'm old school with quote unquote talk shows. You know, I used to watch the degeneracy of what was it? The Jerry Springer show. I mean, summertime, I was outside playing, but until I was outside playing, I was watching Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer and, some of the old stuff, the Donahues, the Sally Jesse Raphael, right? None of the modern talk shows, but I don't think it's a result of her eating crow. It's just unfortunately the people around her who's supposed to love her. And so now we have this guy again. We have this guy again. We have the King of Cups again. Y'all know how I feel about this one. Every time I see this one, this could be the son or the ex-husband. This is this is people. And remember, the cards that you see upright, they are reversed for me. This person who was supposed to be doing her right did not do her right. This might be the son. This might be the son. Um, Draining her of her money. This is 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is upright for you. But listen, 10 of Pentacles upside down, all the money is falling out of them baskets. You hear? So this was someone who was supposed to do her right. Mm-hmm. Who was supposed to do her right, draining her of money. Draining her of money. And I think that this person or these people, I think that they wanted her to be so sick that she would transition. Yeah, I really believe that from what I'm looking at here. I really believe that yeah, I really think that they was gonna try to work this situation until I don't know, maybe she was completely incapacitated or even until her death. But no, this is not as a result of her eating crow. These were people who were supposed to, or a person who was supposed to take care of her, who was supposed to do right by her, siphoning money. This Ten of Pentacles is in reverse, siphoning money, siphoning money. So, all right, let me get to the next question. Okay, and this question is from Melanin Gold. And Melanin Gold asks, is Kevin Jr. stealing Wendy's money to give to Kevin Sr.? Well, let's see. Okay, let's get into it. Let me take a sip of tea. Drinking some tea. Okay. Put my teacup down. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Y'all. Y'all. Okay. Okay. Here's what Spirit got to say about this. Here's what Spirit got to say about this. This has been a plan in the making. This has been a plan in the making. This has been a plan for a while. This was planned against her. This was a plot, this was a scheme, this was planned against her. And planned against her because felt like it was fair. Felt like it was justice. Felt like they deserved this. So, felt like it was, yeah. Yeah. I do. I kind of feel like this is kind of related to divorce too. I feel like this is related to the divorce and that this is People really feel like this is that that they were entitled to this money. That's the best way to say it. That they were entitled to this money. Oh, this was a plan. This was a plan in the making. This was a plan in the making. This was a plan in the making. Okay. This is a plan in the making. Now, it's not showing me who planned this. It's not showing me who. But this was a plan in the making. This was a plan in the making. Okay? This was a plan in the making. And the perfect time for this to be hatched was absolutely when she was having mental issues and mentally incapacitated, or, whatever. I here's what I suspect from looking at these cards. Here's what I suspect. I suspect that she or her family, like how certain diseases and stuff like that run in people's families. I think that what the impressions that I'm getting right now is, I think that family members knew that certain mental illnesses run in the family, and that there was a chance for her to potentially fall victim to mental illnesses and issues. And this was a plan hatched waiting to happen. I feel like this was a secret plan waiting to happen. I do feel like it has something to do with the divorce. I do feel like it's something that had to deal with the divorce. Uh-huh. But I do feel like this is a plan that was waiting to happen. This is the slow work. This is the slow burn. That I feel like this what this is. But I do feel like this was hatched. I do feel like this was hatched. I do. I do feel like this was hatched. This is terrible. I do feel like this was a plan hatched, and people was just like, yeah, I'm entitled to that. I feel like people were just like, yeah, I'm entitled to it. It doesn't say if it, but I do feel like it's related to. I do feel like it's related to that marriage. I do feel like that. But yeah, this was waiting until she was, you know, incapacitated or going down for the count. Yeah, I really do. So I know that's not a complete answer to the question, but I have to go by what's in front of me. And this was a plan. This was a plan that was hatched. Now let me see if I can get some more information from this. Ooh, this was a plan against her. This is a plan against her. Because again, sometimes things run in families, right? Sometimes Sometimes illnesses run in families, and sometimes people just bide their time and just wait until that illness presents itself. Let me see if I can get some more information. There was a fight. Okay, we've seen this one before. Yeah, I think I have no proof. This is all alleged, fair use, all that good stuff. I do think that this is often a card for marriage as well. Yeah, I do think that the ex-husband has something to do with it. I do. I do. Mhm. Mhm. Here we are, this mental incapacitation here, being tied up, being bound. Yeah, I think he had something to do with it. And it's not necessarily forcing a mental health issue, it's waiting to strike at the right time. Waiting to strike at the right time. I do think that the ex-husband allegedly the ex-husband, I do think he has something to do with it. Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, the next question is from Donna. And Donna asks, is there anyone watching over her to protect her, or will there be in the near future? Let us see. Let us see. Listen, let me tell y'all what this was. For example, do you all remember what was her name? The woman who had married that old man, Anna or whatever her name was. Well, she married that old man knowing he was gonna kick the bucket soon, and that she was gonna get that money when he kicked the bucket. This is similar. So, like, for example, if someone knows that Alzheimer's runs in someone's family and like it's pretty heavy through the family, they would probably marry someone and then, in hopes of the Alzheimer's presenting itself. And then you get to be their what? You get to be their guardian. You get to have power of attorney. You get to do whatever you want, right? Once they can't fight or fend for themselves. Um, I really think that's what happened here. Okay, let's answer the question. Is there anyone watching over her? Baby, they watching for them coins. They watching for them coins. There might be someone, maybe someone in the future. Oh, let me turn this heating pad off. There may be someone in the future. Right now, unfortunately, everybody is watching these coins. Sorry, I have to turn this heating pad off. Okay. I don't see it. I I don't see it. I see the focus around Wendy is money and draining her coins. That's what I see right here. I don't know who this person is, or now she might have another person step forward, but I wouldn't mm, I wouldn't trust them either. I wouldn't trust them either. To for Wendy to have someone to care for her, and I hate to say it, but for Wendy to have someone to care for her, she it would have to come from someone with nothing to gain. It's possible that once her resources are gone, someone will step up. But right now, the focus on Wendy is getting them coins, and whichever way she's tied up. Now we're seeing the energies come out. We're seeing a lot of money cards, and we're seeing these being tied up cards. This mental anguish, this mental illness, this we're seeing the energy over and over and over. I think that it would have to be once the money is gone, once they can't get anything from them. Um, as of right now, I don't see it. Right now, I don't see it. Right now, I just don't see it. Anyone watching over her, I don't see it. I don't see it. Okay. So let me see. Okay, so the next question is going to be from Sleepy Bee. And Sleepy Bee asks, was she being drugged using her tea? Was she being drugged using her tea? So were they doing things to her by way of consumption of food items? Mm, let's see. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. I don't. Okay. I don't know anything about any allegations of that. Um, I don't see anything like that. What I do see is this is all about the money. This is Spirit is screaming everything is about money. I don't see anything like that as far as being force fed anything or anything like that through food or anything like that. I don't see that. I don't see that. Mm-mm. But yeah, I will say that I'm not gonna say there's a shock with this, but there's a the plan that they had to take her of money, it's come a long way. It's been working for so long. We have to see if the plan is still going to bear fruit for them. The people behind this, behind stealing her money, draining her money, I kind of feel like there's a break in their plan. Like these people are being found out. But no, I don't see anything about drugging her through tea. No, I don't see anything like that here. These people and this money, like doing stuff to people for money. Like I said, everyone doesn't have morals, and some people really are easily, they can sell themselves for money. They can be detrimental to others for money. And it's really sad. It's really sad. Okay. Let me see the next question. Let me see what's the next question. Alvin Gracie says you have some pretty nails. Thank you so much. Okay. Make sure you're putting your hearts or your crystal balls by your questions so I don't pass them up. Okay. So make sure you're putting your crystal heart or your purple heart, I mean your crystal ball or your purple heart next to your question so I can go straight to those questions, okay? Okay. So this question from Kev is, does she have the mental or psychological capacity for her to be out of her conservatorship? Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. Does she have the mental? I'm so tired of these people. I'm tired of these people already. I am tired of these people already. I think that I don't think that she does. I don't think that she does, but things will how do I say this without sounding terrible? Okay, so for her, I think all will be well for her when the money is gone. When the money is gone or there's nothing left to take from her, it's like she'll be fine. Like she'll be deemed okay because this is really draining her of her money. This was a whole money grab. And I feel like it's close to the end. I think like energetically it's this whole situation is starting to change for her. Um but yeah, that man was stealing from her to fund his lifestyle. I think ex-husband because I have to go with Sometimes spirit will like turn left in the middle of a read. That man was allegedly draining her of money to fund his lifestyle, draining her money to fund his lifestyle, taking from her to fund his lifestyle. It seems like more and more as we go through this, it's allegedly looking like ex-husband has something to do with this, allegedly. Um, funding his lifestyle. Funding his lifestyle. He wants to appear like he has more than what he has, and probably entertaining women. Probably entertaining some women. This is sick. This is really, really sick. This is sick. This is disgusting. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay. The next question is from Kevin. Kevin asks, "What should Wendy Williams learn from the conservatorship battle with Britney Spears?" That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. Let me put these back in. Put these back in. Yes, that was her name, Anna Nicole Smith. Yes, someone said it. Thank you, Miss Shree Moon. Okay. What should she learn? Or what can she learn? And it's quite unfortunate. This is the lesson. This is the lesson. And the really lesson is unfortunately you can't trust people that you love because when you have resources, people around you will sometimes it's really your own people. Sometimes it's really your own people. Um yeah, sometimes the battle is going to come from the people that you love. When you have money, when you have resources, when you have wealth and fame, and not even really fame, but wealth, that unfortunately you have to um protect against these people because it's these people that's doing you in. Um all family doesn't love you. All family does not love you. All blood does not love you. Um yeah, and I think this was her lesson. I think part of this was her lesson that sometimes it really does come from family, and it's people around you who will take you down for your money, your resources. This is sad. Like I'm starting to get very, very sad energy because the question is like I kind of feel like her and even Brittany, like my mind is kind of moving towards Brittany right now, like asking Like when you're in the quiet spaces of your mind asking why people are doing this to me. I thought you were supposed to love me. I thought you were supposed to take care of me. I thought you were supposed to look out for me. And the sad realization that blood and even people that you love don't necessarily make them family. And then unfortunately, even when it comes to family, you should really watch out for them first. You should really watch out for them first. Um that's really what she should learn and really what she what she has been learning, and it's pretty sad. It's very, very sad. Um, wow. Yeah. Give me one moment. One moment. Okay. All right. Yeah, that and I think that, I'm not saying that everyone should be weary of their family, but sometimes the people who seek to harm you are closest to you. They're closest to you. There's not a 6 degree of separation. These are people in your circle. These are people in your family. These are people in your immediate space, right? That sometimes you really have to watch out for. And don't think that just because, it's, you know, someone close to you that they can't do anything. That they can't do anything. Okay. Let me see what the next question is. Okay. So the next question is from Donna, and Donna asks, is Spirit gonna get her janky son and husband for what they're doing to her? That's a good one. That is a good question. Let's see. Yeah, this is really sad. Really sad. Really sad. Hmm. 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 Oh, he might find ex-husband might find himself fucked up. Oh, he might find himself fucked up. Fucked up or locked up. He might find ex-husband. Ex-husband might find himself fucked up or locked up. Yeah, because she definitely didn't deserve that. He might find himself fucked up or locked up. He just might. He just might. I feel like if anything will help the ex-husband, there might be someone to mammy on his behalf. There might be someone to mammy on his behalf or whatnot, but he just might get his. He just might get his. He just might. Um, but he might get a young woman to mammy on his behalf. So let's see about the son, cause yeah, her ex hubby he might get his. He might get his. And if that is what her ancestors and spirit decides to do, may their wrath be powerful, fiery, and detrimental to him and his soul. Amen. So it is. All right. Let's see if there's anything about the sun. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Some might be losing some money. Sun might be losing. What may happen to the sun is the sun may get with someone and then she take him for his money. The sun just might get with somebody and then she take him for his coins. Like a reverse Uno. Like a reverse Uno. Mm-hmm. Yeah, spirit might send a woman to him, and then he meet his match, and then she take his money. He might get got through. He might get got through someone that he's romantically involved with, so that he will understand how it feels. That's what I'm seeing right here. Oh yeah. And this might be a woman who is spiritual worker who get his ass and then take his money. Not that it's funny, but it's funny. Oh child, the mess. The mess, the mess, the mess. Okay. Let me okay. Okay, next question is from Mystery Moon. Mystery Moon asks, is her niece the female pretending to help her, but still counting her coins like everyone else? Interesting. Interesting. So it's okay. So she has a niece. There's a niece involved. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on with this niece. Oh, we've only been together live for like 45 minutes. Okay. Okay, this is good. All right, let's see. Hmm. No, I don't think niece involved. At least from what I see right here in front of me. What I see right here in front of me is who is the biggest brokey that was around her. I mean, literally, you have a king with no kingdom. Who is the biggest brokey around her? And a big weak brokey. Who is the biggest weakest brokey around her? The biggest weakest brokey around her is the origin of these problems. The biggest weakest brokey around her is the origin of I don't know who the biggest weakest brokey is, but don't be calling these people kings and they ain't got no kingdom. Please don't. Yeah, please don't. The biggest brokey, the biggest brokey, the biggest weakest brokey. Listen, child, the biggest. Okay, but let's see if there's spirit. Do you want to talk about any women potentially part of the situation? If you do, show me so we can have the conversation together. I'm gonna shuffle again. Listen, don't be out here calling. Okay, my listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I was on Threads earlier today. I was on Threads earlier today. And if you're not on Threads, come find me on Threads. I'm Eclectic Tarot on Threads. And I saw this woman. She has a candle business, and she was just like, "Where are the kings? Where are the kings? All the queens support me and buy from me, but where are the kings? The kings don't support and buy from me." And I just had to keep scrolling. I just had to keep scrolling. Baby, why are you calling these people kings? why are you calling people who are not supporting you kings? Not a man supporting you at all. And that was according to her message that she posted on Threads. Not a man supporting you at all. You out here calling these people kings. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? Stop, just stop. You can say men, where are the men to support me? Stop calling me people kings. Just just stop. Just stop. Okay, so spirit is not talking about a woman. So I'm the answer to your question, no. But we are getting some more. Yeah, this is combative energy. Definitely combative energy against her, against Wendy, doing shit in secret. Uh-huh. Doing shit. Broke people stealing. This is for money. I mean, this is just a simple spirit. It's just like this is a simple money grab. A simple money grab. But look at people who she may have fought with. People who may have loved her or been in a relationship with her that have fought with her. I really feel like spirit is pointing back to the husband, the ex-husband, allegedly. Let's go and get our allegedly in there. But baby, child, like listen. Okay. Next question. Next question. It's all you all good, Kevin. You're good, Kevin. Okay, let me see if I can find more questions. Okay, so the next question is going to be from Kevin. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Okay, this next question is from Kevin. And Kevin asks, if she is out of her conservatorship, can she be trusted to make better decisions with improving the network of people to take care of her as her dementia's worsen? So, what about the people around her? So, will she have a better life? It really depends on the people around you. Okay, let's see. Let's get into it. Yeah, no one, Miss Tree Moon says, no one rich or poor should be taken advantage of in this way. I fully agree. I fully agree. And listen, I have seen dementia and um Alzheimer's wreck people. I would never, ever, ever try and take from people who can't fight for themselves, whether they're elderly, disabled, mental illness. I would never, never try to take up and take advantage of people like that. That's just disgusting. And there's a special place in your sky daddy's hell for you to go to. Okay. She got to be careful. She really has to be careful. She really has to be careful and if she has the mental capacity where she doesn't need a conservatorship, can she be trusted? I think that there may be people who know how to pull on certain strings with her. Um, let's get into this more. Okay, she would have to choose people who already has their own resources. The way for her not to be taken advantage of, she would have to choose people who already have their own resources, who are not hindered or caught up by their own financial situations, right? Okay? Because people without financial resources, they will try to look to get things from you, especially if you are familiar with them. The help that she gets, she would have to pick people in her network who would have nothing to gain from her illness, right? So let's just say, for example, um, and I'm just throwing a name out here. If her and Viola Davis became friends, I don't think Viola Davis would do things to hurt her. Viola Davis has her own coins, her own family and relationships, right? She can't pick people who she can't pick people without resources, without their own money and fame, because these are people who would take advantage of her. So if she's out of her conservatorship, can she be trusted to make better decisions? That Kevin, it really depends. It really depends. I think she can. I think she can, but she's really she's and this is Wendy Williams will probably never ever hear this or see this. But Wendy Williams spirit, please take this to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams, baby, pick people in your circle to be in your circle, to be in your corner who already has coins, who has more money than you. This way, there is no threat of people stealing from you. Okay. That's what she really has to do. That's what she really has to do. In order for her to be set up and be taken care of in the right way, it has to be from people who has more than her. Okay, the next question is from Miss Tree Moon, and Miss Tree Moon asks, "Did she really know what they were trying to do before she was put in conservatorship and choose to ignore it?" Okay, so did she know, but did she choose to ignore it? Let me tell you all something. Wendy is a big softie. Deep down, Wendy is a softie. Deep down, Wendy is a softie. Okay. When Wendy is a softie, she really does have a heart. She really does. You know, family and friends are important to her. She Wendy is a big softie. People who are softies and just you just think the best of people and everything like that, you are waiting to be had. And I do not mean to hurt anyone's feelings like that, but you are waiting to be had. Okay. People understand how others can be manipulated through emotion and through being caring people. You are waiting to be had. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, Wendy is yeah, I can't wait to drop that video later on today about Wendy's natal chart. Um, I don't think she knew what they were trying to do before. I don't think she knew. But I will say that I'm not gonna victim blame and say that she ignored it. But I do believe, a lot of times people in situations, there are red flags, and sometimes people ignore the red flags. Sometimes people ignore the red flags because they want to see the best in people, because they want to give the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Um, no, she didn't really know. She didn't really know before. But there were red flags about people around her that she did choose to ignore. She didn't know about the plan. She did not know about the plan. But there were red flags from people in situations that, she did choose to ignore. Only because she truly wants to see the best in people. Now her tongue might be spicy. Her tongue may be spicy, but her heart isn't spicy. Okay? Um, let me see. Let me see. There any more? I'm looking through the chat to see questions. Yeah, a lot of people give the benefit of the doubt, and I completely get it. And I completely get it. But sometimes sometimes giving people the benefit of the doubt is the red flag. Like the situation where you're like, well, I don't think could they really be doing that? No, there's probably a reason. That's the beginning of the red flag. And sometimes it's okay to pull on the threads. Yes, I think she is a Cancer sun. Yeah, she's a Cancer sun. Um, she's a Cancer sun. So, um, yeah. And unfortunately, the thing about it is when people who are good and kind-hearted, there are two types of good and kind-hearted people. Person A, type A, the good and kind-hearted people really need people around them to protect them because they're so good and kind-hearted. They will not see or understand that people can use them or turn against them because they try to see the best in people. These are the people who need to be protected. Okay, my stepmother is a person like this. Even Mr. Hoodoo, my husband, he's someone like this. And then there's people type B who are kind-hearted or whatnot. But then once you do them wrong, once they learn after a few of these lessons, these are good people turn bad. They don't trust anyone. They cut off these circles. They have trust issues, and these things happen. Wendy is someone that needs to be protected, especially in this state, especially with the mental, potential mental issues or whatnot going on. She's someone that needs to be protected. Okay. Are there any more questions? Because if not, I'm going to get out of here. We have been here together for an hour, and I kind of feel like the information is out. I kind of feel like we got into what we needed to get into, which is a good thing. Um, yeah, I kind of feel like it's done right now. I kind of feel like it's done. So I really do pray and hope that Wendy gets taken care of the way she deserves to be taken care of, that people won't take advantage of her, and that the rest of her life, is one where she's safe, where she's supported, where she's protected, and truly surrounded by people who don't want anything from her, right? Who won't take advantage of her. Um, Especially as it pertains to dementia and mental illness and stuff like that. Um, don't do things to people. Please, 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 please treat people right. Please be respectful of people. Please do right by people. Don't be out here being shitty people to people, right? Um, please don't. Yeah, so but yeah, okay. I think that's it. I think we've got information that we needed to get out. So I'm going to end this video. I'm going to end this video, and I want to thank everyone for being here on this Friday morning, Friday afternoon. Be on the lookout for the Wendy Williams natal chart video that I'm going to put out. It'll premiere later on today. Once I upload it, it'll premiere later on today. But yeah, that's it. That's all. I love y'all. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I will see y'all in the next one. Oh, hold on one second. I see. Donna asks, can we get a reading on the Canada-America War? Ooh. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you would like a potential political reading on any potential conflict between Canada and the United States of America. Put a 2 if that is not of your interest. So I'm waiting to see you all see your results in the chat. Let me take a sip of tea. Okay. 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 So I'm seeing Sexy RN says 1. CN1 won, Queen Black won, Kevin won, Lawana D. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I will set that up. I will set that up. It'll probably be tomorrow. But I will set that up so we can kind of get into the energy and energetics of it. So, please I'll set that up and we can get into it tomorrow. Okay? All right, y'all. So, yeah, Donna, you're my favorite Canadian, the only Canadian that I know. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. We'll get into that tomorrow. And yeah, we'll get into that tomorrow. Oh yeah, Kevin, you gotta go read online. You gotta go read online. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you all. Thank you for being here. I'll see y'all tomorrow.